So a few days ago, we were all flogged with endless hours of media reminiscing over the freeing of fascist Europe by the forces of D-Day in 1944. 50 years ago. You have to free yourself from fascism at least once every 50 years. So we're here to talk about Z-Day. A culture across the ocean with which we have great affinity and deep history has created an invasion fleet that has landed on the lower Hudson and made its way into Manhattan to begin the liberation of the American psyche. Richard Nixon is now dead, and we stand on the brink of a new millennium. So, what is a Zippy? Well, at first I tried to make an anagram out of it. Is it Zen independent person? Seems sort of like a hard sell. And then I realized that zip is the key. Zip in how you live your life, in what you do under the covers, and in how you behave on the dance floor. But there's more to it than zip. Zip means ought, as in ought 6, 1906. Zip means not. Zip means dot, as in 0, 0. What Zippys are about is what Zippys are not about. Zippys don't follow. They don't consume. They don't believe the philosophies that are being peddled to us from the establishment. Zippies think for themselves, dance for themselves, stay stoned, fuck how they like, and build a free, caring, decent, humane world, which is not the kind of world that we are being sold. For 15 years now, the image of people under 25 has been savagely manipulated by the American media. And we've heard about Generation X and slackers and this and that. This is just youth bashing. It's not cool to be a loser, and there are very few losers in that category. To running shoes, this is not that. It will be sold to you as that, because this is the technique developed out of the 60s to corrupt any countercultural position. Buy it off. Buy it off. If you can't scare it off, buy it off. Zippies don't scare easily, and they've lived in England so long they don't know what money is, so they can't be bought off. So we're not probably going to get a lot of help from the New York Times and CNN with this project, the zippification of Fortress America. This is going to happen through word of mouth, through community. It's a lot more fun to be loaded and dance with the Zippies than to allow the media to define you as a loser and sit in some overpriced coffee house in your Calvin Kleins and whine. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So this is not ethnic and sexual preferences and persuasions which we are not part of. If we could feel what we were doing, we would stop. And so this movement to gather, to dance, to intoxicate, to celebrate youth and beauty and sexuality is a call to feel. And it is not trivial. If we don't begin to feel, then there is sufficient momentum in these social systems created by the dominators that they will run the entire planet off the edge of the cliff, and we will live in a kind of hell, sold media-drenched, low-awareness lives as we are driven to work ever harder to consume ever more expensive junk into jerks. They will have perfect confidence then that they can control the social agenda for the foreseeable future. This is intolerable. And what must be done, I think, is a kind of coming out. Bobby touched on it, other people touched on it. There is nothing wrong with who we are. If we are black, if we are gay, if we are loaded, if we are pierced, if we like to do it 5 at a time, it's fine. We should not be lowering our eyelids and shuffling our feet in the presence of the judgment of the people who brought us Hiroshima, the Cold War, the destroyed ozone hole, and all the rest of it. The moral pinnacle that they have to stand on, you couldn't set a rat on unless it was a rat of their species. They have lost their moral compass. All they understand is buy, sell, and manipulate. This is not what my daddy raised me for.